Hello students and welcome to the extra class of English class 9th. Today we will discuss, or rather I will explain to you the poem The Road Not Taken from the book Beehive. So before we start, the book should be opened right in front of you and make sure you are having a pen or a pencil in your hand to mark the important points or lines or words. The poem is written by Robert Frost, who was an American poet, and here in this poem he talks about many choices of life. The entire poem is related to our life. He says that we have many career options in life and we have to choose one out of them. For example, we have the options like we can be a lawyer, we can be a doctor, an engineer, an artist, a journalist, an architect, or CA or a CS. And it's very difficult at times to choose among so many options. So naturally, we have to be very, very careful. The poet talks about a choice he had to make between two roads. The poem also gives a message that our future depends on our present. What we choose today will determine what we become tomorrow. So, you must be careful while choosing your career, as you cannot go back on the option once left. So be alert and be careful. Let's begin with the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. First, underline the word diverged, and the meaning is go on separate ways. Second word is yellow, that is the forest was yellow in color. The leaves have become yellow in color, that means that it is a autumn season. Bent means curved, and undergrowth means dense growth of forest. So the first line explains, or rather gives us the description of the forest. The forest was having two diversions and it is yellow in color because of the yellow leaves in autumn. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveller. So the poet says that he cannot travel on both the roads at the same time because he is just a single person. I believe nobody can walk on two roads at the same time. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So the poet was standing at the meeting point, at the crossing point, and he looked down the first road and tried to see till the last. It looked till the bend where he could see some undergrowth, that is some extra plants. He was deciding which way to take. So he bent to see one road as far as he could see, till that place where there was a turn, there was a bend. He is confused as he could not decide which road to take. Let's go to the second stanza. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. Let's begin with the word meanings. Underline as just as fair. That means both the paths were similar. Next word wear means usage of anything. And next word is worn means damaged. So when the poet was inspecting both the roads, he found that both the paths are similar. So he felt that he should better choose the best path. When he looked at the first road, it was not as good looking as he thought, but when he looked at the second one, he found that it was grassy and it seemed that nobody had walked on it, as the green trees, the green grasses, they were not crushed down. Its color did not change. It was looking very fresh. Firstly, he inspected one road till the end, but chose the second road. But he was confused, as both the roads looked the same. He thought that the second road was better, as it was grassy and not many people walked on it. But when he walked on the second road, he realized that it was equally damaged, used, and worn out like the first one. So, he was very much confused at this point of time. Now let's come to the third stanza. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. Write down the meaning of equally lay. Means appeared the same. Meaning of trodden black, the leaves turned black due to being crushed by footsteps. So it means that both the rows looked the same. When he looked at the grass, the green grass, it was still green and fresh, and it seemed that nobody had walked on it. The footsteps of no person could crush the green leaves or turn it black. So he thought that the first road would be better for him on some other day, and he can explore it and find out where does the road lead to. He knew that this road will lead to other more roads. But at the same time, he doubted that it is not possible to come back to take the other road. The poet is making us realize that when we take a path, we keep on going on that path and make our career. We do not get the privilege to come back and take up that road which we have left behind. So be very careful in choosing your options. For example, if you go to 10th class, and when you are going to 10th class, you will be asked to ask about your stream. You must be deciding to take the science stream. But after a few months, when you think that no, science is difficult and I'm not able to cope up with it, by that time it will be too late. You cannot skip over to commerce stream. So, you have to decide right in the beginning which stream you must take. Give it a second thought, a third thought, and decide properly. So, be careful in choosing your options. He knew that he may not be able to come back to the first road again. But in spite of that, he decided that he will take the first road on some other day. Now we will start with the fourth and the last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverge in a wood. I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Underline the word sigh and write long deep breath. This deep breath can come from within, both in sorrow as well as in happiness. Hence means as a result. That is the result that you will get after many years. And the last line says something which has a lot of effect on the result. So the poet will recollect after many years about the path which he has left behind. So he is repeating that line, that two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by. He is trying to recollect and tell everyone that I took the one less travelled by. He took the road which was not travelled by many people, which was grassy. So now he talks about his and of course your future. After many years, the result that you will get On the basis of that outcome, you will recollect your past. He took the second road, which had a lot of effect on his today. So dear students, whatever you will do today will be on the basis of your options that you have taken in your past. So remember, your choices in the past will matter the most and will make you what you become in future. I hope you have understood the poem very well, along with the word meanings. I will send you the question answer and the MCQ in your group. Do the work according to my instructions in a separate copy, that is in your English literature notebook. Thank you so much.